Hey Aquarius, so y'all message is basically talking about how you could be experiencing a blockage somewhere in your life, and that blockage could be from just you suppressing certain emotions, you suppressing certain things in your life, not bringing things to the, surface to release and let go of, because you could have a lot of creative opportunities, and a lot of just great things that could be coming your way, but there's this blockage. So it's something that you probably are keeping inside of you that needs to be released so that you can experience more of, what you're wanting to experience, or the outcomes that you're looking for. Is like it's time to release some things, so that you can be able to experience the happiness that you want, or the, creative opportunities, or just a love in a way that you want to experience it. Because y'all message also, I feel like it's saying something about your heart being hurt or your heart being broken. You may have experienced heartbreak or your heart being broken, and not necessarily from a romantic person, just from anyone, a friend, family. Your heart is broken, you're having a lot of emotions built up inside of you, and it's calling for you to release these things so that you can feel more joy, more, happiness, and be able to flow in your creative energy and have more creative opportunities come your way. Okay, so it's like it's time for you to let go of the negative self-talk that you probably been giving yourself. You've been in your head telling yourself a lot of things, having a lot of doubts with where you're at or where you're going on your path. So it's like it's time to release that, because you deserve a lot of great things, but you don't need to be so, harsh on yourself, or so, negative, or having a negative self-talk, whether you realize it or not. You may just have it. And so you got to release pain. Y'all message is talking about releasing a lot of pain and just forgiveness and moving on. So even if some of y'all are dealing with like a heartbreak, y'all message is saying it's time to release this pain. It's time to move on from the things or the person that has hurt you, because you can't stay in that for too long. It's time for you to release it so that you can experience more joy, more happiness, or a new love, or whatever the case may be. It's just time for you to let that go, okay? And so y'all also have the message of make a plan. So wherever you are in your life right now, you are being called to make a plan. Make a plan that's going to work for you. Write the plan down. Put it into, a tangible piece of work so you can know where you're going. You need to see it. Maybe some of y'all are always in your head, and right now you're being called to get out of your head and make a plan for maybe an exit plan, maybe a business plan, or just make a plan for how you want the next 5 years of your life to look, or the rest of your life to look. How do you really want that to look? And tap into all areas. Like, look at how you want your career to look. Make a plan on that? How do you want that to look? How do you want your finances to look? How do you want your relationships to look? Friendships, romantic, all of these things. How do you want your self-image? How do you want to look? Make a plan. Write it down, Aquarius. That is the message that's being shared. Just make a plan, write it down, record it, whatever the case may be, okay? And you need to allow unlimited abundance into your life. So allow it. And I feel like that you're blocking the unlimited abundance. And it could be because of self-doubt, the negative self-talk. Maybe you in your head about what you can't get when you can get it, but it comes back to believing in yourself, believing in your gifts, your skills, your, abilities to reach these destinations, because you have big plans, you know what you want. And some of y'all can even see, you can see where you want your life to be, but you just have to write it down, and you have to allow this abundance to come in. Allow it to flow, because with those negative thoughts and holding on to a lot of pain and trauma and stuff like that, you're blocking the process. You're blocking yourself from experiencing the fullness of life. And so it is a process, but you have to just allow all of these great things to come into your life, because you deserve it, Aquarius. You deserve these great things, okay? Then you have the message of healing. Now is the time to acknowledge, allow, accept, and integrate. Or let me read that over. Now is the time to acknowledge, allow, accept, integrate, or process any painful life experiences or emotions you've been suppressing. Allow healing to take place. So whatever you've been suppressing, it's time to bring it up to the surface. It's time to let it out, because you're going into a new chapter. It's time for you to go into a new chapter. You deserve the things that you want. And if you don't know what you want, Aquarius, think about it. And when you think about what you might want your life to look like, then write it down. But healing has to take place. You have to acknowledge these painful experiences. You can't just skip over them and think that, life is supposed to run smoothly. It could be some things inside of you that you need to let out. Maybe you don't need to let it out to anybody. Maybe you need to write it out. Maybe you need to record it. Then you need to delete it. Just release it. Don't hold in your pain and emotions. Then you have the message of gratitude. So it's time for you to list 10 things you're thankful for. And this starts the process of allowing that unlimited abundance to come into your life. You can take the time to just sit down and write, in your phone, in your notes, 10 things that you're grateful for in this moment. And you can take it a step further as to why you're grateful for these 10 things. And then watch how, more things just start to flow into your life, okay? There's a lot of abundance out there for you. And I even recommend a book. I recommend the book, The Magic, okay? This book, I have it in my house and I read it all the time. Not all the time, but here and there. Sometimes when I feel like I just need to tap back into gratitude. And every time I read this book, I promise you, things are just going to unfold. And it's not just a book you read. You got work to do when you do this book. It's requiring you to do the work in the book. Writing, doing a lot of writing, and exercises that help with your mental and just allowing abundance to come into your life. And every time I do it, all types of abundance just come into my life, all types of blessings. And it's really magical to me. So I recommend that book. Get the book called The Magic. Do the exercises that's in there and see and watch how things just transform. And do it day by day. It's beautiful. It gives you moments to do visualizations. If some of y'all can't visualize how you probably want your life to look, this can be a stepping stone or a tool that you can use. So just write down 10 things that you're thankful for and just allow the blessings to flow. And then you'll have the message of completion. So I feel like a part of your life, this chapter that you're in, is it's time to complete it. It's over, and you're mastering a level of completion in your life. You're going to another level, and this another level requires you to let go of a lot of old stuff, a lot of baggage, emotional pain, heartbreak, and stuff like that. So once you do all of those things, you'll be at a level of completion. You can go into a new chapter and just continue to build from there. Okay, and that's your message, Aquarius. Peace.